Weight loss is hard to do, and keeping the weight off can be even harder. But today we're going to talk about two grandmas who successfully managed to do both of those things. Jen McCommons is here with 855 Burn Fat and Nutrimos to tell us all about this 21st century new approach to losing weight and burning fat. Great to see you, Jen.
Good to see you.
Let's talk a little bit about this approach and how it works exactly, because people wonder, is this going to be something I've heard before where I take hormones or chemicals, eat prepackaged foods?
No, no, and no. This is nothing like that. We have an ability to use our Nutrimos technology and intelligence to be able to identify, basically it's like reading your body like a book. We're able to analyze and find out what your body needs to be successful in burning fat instead of storing fat, which is a problem for a lot of us.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have tried lots of different ways to lose weight, or maybe they're religiously counting calories and they just can't seem to lose the weight.
Correct. We hear that all the time, and that's kind of what happened with the two ladies we're going to talk about today. They both had tried multiple programs and nothing was working for them. But with our ability to look at what your body needs, it's like everybody has their own DNA. We all have our own roadmap to weight loss. So we're able to identify that for you so that you have that knowledge and that education to be able to make good decisions for yourself.
All right, we've got the tale of two Carries. We've got Carrie S and we have Carrie N, and we're going to talk a little bit about their stories and how they managed after years of struggling to finally take the weight off and keep it off. Starting with Carrie N, what's her story?
So Carrie had been struggling with her weight for years, and she had actually felt like this was her last ditch effort before having any type of surgery that she was considering. She was actually able to lose a total of 66 pounds with us, and when she was halfway through, she realized that losing 30 pounds was like lifting her grandbaby, and
Yes.
She realized that's what she had been carrying around with her. She is now back to her high school weight. She feels better than ever. She's healthy feeling, and her energy is out of control. It's like great. So she actually did the program a year ago, and the picture on the right there is a picture of her a week ago.
That is unbelievable. I mean, she
Wonderful.
does not look like the same person, doesn't look like a grandmother.
And she doesn't feel like the same person anymore either.
See, that's the key, I think, too, for what you do is you change people from the inside out. And
Yes.
she looks great. All right, let's talk about Carrie S, because she also is somebody who says she struggled for years.
Yes, so Carrie has battled her weight all of her life, and she was at the point where she could not even bend over to tie her shoes because her stomach was in the way. She was up to a size 44, and she is now down to a size 14. She has lost a total of 55 pounds with us at this point, and she's still on a roll. She's actually planning to do another program, another round, starting in the next couple of weeks. And she feels like her life is now in her control. She feels like she is not having the weight control her anymore. And she actually saw us on the Morning Blend.
Yeah, that is fantastic. And I know one of the things you've told us too is that she doesn't crave the same bad foods anymore.
Exactly. When you eat foods that are not working for your body, you actually have a rebound craving for them. And so she now that is gone out of her life, she doesn't have the desire for those foods, which makes it a lot easier to stay on plan.
You've mentioned before words like protocol and roadmap and finding what works. So does that mean that people do know specifically what foods they should eat and what foods to avoid?
100%. We are able to identify foods that help you to encourage fat burning and also identify those foods that you need to avoid fat storage. In addition to that, you're able to identify how different foods make you feel when you eat them. This isn't all about weight loss, this is about wellness and having a healthy lifestyle. And if you eat something and you don't feel good a few hours after that, that means that's not a food that you should be eating. And you're able to identify those factors and those foods with doing our program.
What about people who say, hey, I have a wedding coming up, a really special occasion, maybe they're going on a cruise or a vacation, and they're worried about how will this work then?
Well, you now have the tools and the education to make good choices for yourself. And the second Carrie, she actually is a world traveler. She goes on cruises, she goes on trips for a month at a time. And so you're able to make those decisions with the knowledge that we're able to help you to determine.
And the great thing too is to have a health coach who follows you and is willing to answer your questions and maybe even make adjustments if you need to, right?
Absolutely. So all of the staff in the office will work with you on a regular basis, but you'll also have a health coach that you can reach out to that will be able to support you in whatever way fits you best.
That is fantastic. And right now you have a special offer, right?
We do. For the first 25 callers today, you will get a free consultation to find out about how this program can help you.
That is fantastic. And that consultation is so key to learning your metabolic age, because chances are it's much older than your actual age, your year age. A free consultation can be yours if you're one of the first 25 people to call this phone number right now. Be sure to mention the Morning Blend when you do. It's 414-269-5683. You can also visit them online at 855burnfat.com. They have a beautiful new office in Mequon, so you can visit a health coach either in Wauwatosa near Mayfair Mall or at their new Mequon office. Both addresses are listed there. Jen, thank you so much.
Thank you.